me get my numbers up. Okay, right off the bat, I got a question already. Symbol for reflection from yesterday. Symbol, mathematical notation for reflections happening. 20, how do I know a reflection's happening? 9, how do I know a reflection's happening?
Because it's like there's the line underneath of the.
I know you weren't. Do you remember? Do you know the symbol for it or no? There's a okay. 4. What was the symbol?
I don't know. For reflection.
Yeah, just no. Reflections.
Oh,
I
reflection was an R.
What kind of R?
Like a lowercase.
Lowercase r. Okay, lowercase r for reflection. That's how I know a reflection was going on. All right, well, unfortunately today, I got 3 different versions of a translation. Okay, 3 different versions. First one is called function notation. Here's what function notation says. It starts out, let me get that R out of there so it's not confusing. Function notation. It's going to say, this is how it all starts. You're going to have some point, x, y. Okay, that's how it starts. Here's what I want you to do to the x and the y. So we're going to have a little arrow going this way. You're going to add 2 to the x, and this could be anything, add, subtract, any number, and subtract 1 from the y. Now I'm going to turn it over to you guys. What direction and distance am I asking you to go then? Think about it. X plus 2. Am I going to go up, down, left, or right? X, X, X. Up, down, left, or right? Right. How many units? So I'm going to take my point, move it right 2. And what's the y minus 1? Then move it down 1. Good. You picked it up already. So every point using this notation is going to go right 2, down 1. That's called function notation. All right, function notation. Questions there? Okay, next one, vector notation. Vector. I don't know where they come up with this, but we're going to have 2 numbers inside those little inequalities. I don't know why they put parentheses, don't put parentheses, but they put those symbols. Inside, you're going to see 2 numbers. 2 numbers. -3, +2 in this case. This is a translation. Now tell me, where are we going to slide? What's the -3 going to tell me? To move left. Spelling is off today. Left 3, and the 2 tells me up 2. Good. I could write it like this, function. I could write it in vector, and then the final way, there's not a name for it. You could see a capital T. Capital T. T for translation. Yep. And then remember yesterday with the reflection, we had a little subscript here, like x-axis, right? Telling us where to reflect, where you'll have a subscript here, but the subscript will be 2 numbers. 4, 3. So the T tells me it's a translation. What's the 4 telling me? Right 4. And then the 3 is telling me up 3. Right? So 3 different ways we could write a translation. And yeah, I need you to be aware of all 3, because I may ask you to write your final answer in one of these. All right. How to figure out if it's a translation or not. So take a look at my squares up there. I think they're squares. A, B, C, D to A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime. First question, is this a translation or not? So you just can't say yes or no without telling me why. So everyone go to A prime go to point A for me. Point A. I'm going to ask somebody right now, how do I get from A to A prime? Give me some direction and distance. How do I go from A to A prime? Give me direction and distance. How do I get from A to A prime? $12, can you give me a little direction and distance from A to A prime?
Right. 4. No.
I am going to go to the right. How many units?
Oh, I was counting from B.
Yep. A to A prime.
6.
Oh, right 6 and
Down 3.
3. Okay. So from A to A prime, I go right 6 down 3. Everyone agrees? That rule has to apply to all the other points now for it to be a translation. If it only applies to A, B, and C and not D, not a translation. So in your group right now, check B, C, and D. Do I move those also right 6 down 3 and still land on the prime coordinates? It's got to work for all 4. 3 out of 4 won't cut it. Yes, no? All moved right 6 down 3? Okay, so yes, this is a translation. How do we know? All points move same distance and direction. And it's got to be all points, remember. All the points move same distance and direction. Ellie, can you describe the translation again for me? What do we do?
Right 6 down 3.
Right 6 down 3. And now put it in vector notation for me. Put it in vector notation. Right 6 down 3. What are you putting inside these little inequalities here? What 2 numbers are going inside here? What 2 numbers we got here? 11? Positive 6 because I'm going right 6 and negative 3 because it's going down. Perfect. All right, picking this up. Not really too much of an issue. All right, some work on your own right now. So go ahead and graph triangle ABC. 2, 1. 3, 3. Graph the image along this vector, negative 4, 1. Somebody let me know where you're moving the points. Give me a distance and direction. You're going to move all those points. Here we go. 4. What distance and direction you're going to move all the points?
Left 4 and up 1.
Perfect. So everyone ready? All points move left 4, up 1. Get in the habit of putting the primes with them now. Start getting in that habit. Put your primes with them. So everyone go left 4, up 1. Okay, any issues? Check again. Make sure you got A prime, B prime, and C prime. All good? All right, let's keep going here. We only got short. This is probably the easiest of all the transformations we do, translations. So go ahead and graph here, and then I just got to talk about something because I changed the directions on you here for number 3. Okay, for the second part here, let me just quickly talk about the directions because there's a little added directions here. Same set of axes, graph and state. Last problem, I didn't ask you to state. It just said graph. When I say state, at the end here, guys, I'm going to ask three people, what's A prime, what's B prime, and C prime. So when it says and state, I need them written down. All right. And I also need to ask somebody before we start, what the heck does this mean? Capital T with a subscript of 3, -1. What am I asking you to do to all the points? Oh, 17.
Move them to the right 3 and then move them down by 1.
Right 3, down 1. Go ahead, everybody. And then we'll talk about part C. All right, what do you got? A prime. Oh, 9, A prime.
0, 3.
0, 3. Got it. B prime. 13.
1, 0.
1, 0. 1, 0.
I mean,
1, come on. Don't get ahead of me, Lucy. B prime.
-1, -2.
There you go. Good. Good regroup. 15, 2 for 2. Don't screw it up. 1, 0. Everyone's good? All right. Now, new vocabulary. Here you go. Focus in. New vocabulary. Part C. Draw the vector that defines this translation. All right. What's a vector? It's an arrow. A vector is an arrow that tells me the direction and distance that you moved your points. So a vector is an arrow that shows me the distance and direction you moved your points. So my question is, how the heck are we going to make an arrow that shows that we went 3 right, down 1? 3 right, down 1. Here's how we're going to do it. Everyone pick a point A, B, or C. All right, I'll go from point B. I'm going to make an arrow from B to, guess where my arrow is going to go end if I need an arrow that went 3 right, down 1. Where's my arrow going to end? B prime. So I'm going to go from B to, or C to C prime, A to A prime. I'm going to put an arrow there. Because that arrow tells me, oh, you went right 3, down 1. And it could come from any of the coordinates. Or, hey, if you're really nuts and want to actually show off to your friends, just pick a rando point on the graph and go right 3, down 1. It doesn't have to be on the coordinates. It can be anywhere on your graph if you really want to show off. Okay? Don't be nervous. It's fine. Other questions, comments? So there's your vector, distance and direction we're moving. And I think, I had to throw in this little challenge one for you. I didn't know if you could handle it or not, but I threw it in there. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong that you can handle this. So here we go. I have a translation. I went from 3-3 to 6-1. So in a second, you'll figure out what I did. Up, down, left, right, how many? Use that rule to find the pre-image. Pre-image. So hey, Everyone see part A, 8-3? That's where I ended. Your job, where did I start? Using that rule. See what I mean? Everyone see the directions. I gave you the end where we ended. Where point did we start at? So let me give you a little help here first. 3-3 to 6-1. Where am I moving? Help me out. Where am I moving? 3-3 to 6-1. 18. Where am I moving?
Right 3 and down 2.
Okay, right 3 down 2. However you want, I'll write it in the capital T. Right 3 down 2. So I started at a mystery point and went right 3 down 2, and I ended up at 8-3. What point did I start at? What point did I start at? Go ahead, think about it. Let's go. Show me you can handle this. What point did I start at? Think we got this? Huh? So if I started or I ended at 8-3, I must have started at, come on, 6. 5-5. Luke coming through in the clutch. 5-5. Because if I move right 3, I end up at 8. And if I move down 2, I end up at 3. Good work, good work. 2 -5. 2 -5. 18.
I didn't get to that one yet.
All right, you relax. Let me know when you get it.
Oh, is it 5 -3?
I got the -3 part. I went 3 units over from this number to get 2. 3 units to the right to get 2.
-1.
There you go. -1, -3. Good work. Everyone else good? All right, I got one more here for you. Oh, we got a little marching band. Anybody? Any band people here? Band people? Nope. Nobody? Nobody in this class is in band at all.
Do you want me to?
Wow, that's a first. Okay.
I can join if you want.
All right. My short-lived time in 5th grade was about 3 months playing the baritone. And then I was out. Wasn't for me. Huh, no band people. All right. There goes that whole discussion. All right, so anyway, in case people needed to know where forward, backward, right, and left are, I got you covered there. All right, just in case. So this first one here, I want to go from position 1 over to position 2. Describe to me in words first. Words first, the direction and distance I have to go. Now, I want you to be careful here. I don't know if anybody just noticed it yet. Anybody notice anything special about the X and the Y axis here? They go by 2s. Good, Luke. Yes, they go by 2. So be careful when you tell me over how many, up how many. All right, so go ahead right now. See if you and your group right now, to get from 1 to 2, what do I need to do? In your just words. Just tell me in words, up, down, left, right, and how many units. Okay, from 1 to 2, what do I have to do? All right, so in your own words, how do I get from 1 to 2? I need up, down, left, right, and a distance, please. And remember, you're going by twos here. So tell me how to get 1 right on top of 2. 13?
You go to the left 12 and up 0.
Yeah, left 12, and we're done. I don't go up or down any. Left 12. That's it. Good, Lucy. Good. Function notation. Let's look back if you need to. We talked about that first thing today. Function notation, right? Left 12 in function notation. So I always start out with x, y. Then my arrow. Now you tell me what to do with x and y. What should I be putting with the x if I'm going left 12? What should be going with that x? 17?
-12.
Minus 12. Good. Comma. Am I doing anything to the y? Okay, so you can just leave it y. If you really want to feel warm inside, sure, put -0 plus 0. Same thing. But there it is in function notation, left 12. And then finally, can you guys go from position 1 to position 3 and write a translation vector for me now? Now you will have an up and down here. So position 1 to position 3. Tell me where we're going. All right, before we write it in vector notation, can you describe to me in words, up, down, left, and right, and how many units to get from 1 to 3? In your own words first, and then I'll put it into vector. 8 in your own words. Where am I doing here? We were going along pretty well, weren't we? 13, what do I have to do here?
You go down. You go down 9.
And
Over.
what's over?
I mean to the left. 14.
I got down 9. I think you went over too far. Because, hey, Lucy, take a look. Look at position 2 and position 3. Aren't they right on top of each other? So it would still be left, just like it was for the last one, left 12.
Yeah.
Okay? Left 12, down 9. That's in words. Now, everyone ready? Put it into vector notation. Tell me what number should go first and second here. First and second. 12. What's going to go first?
-12.
Left 12, -12, and then how about down 9? -9. Okay. Questions? Hey, real quickly, so there's no confusion tonight. Look at the bottom of your page, which is the assignment. You see how it says numbers 5 and 6, then 18 and 19, then in parentheses it says state the coordinates. Graphs are optional. That's only for 18 and 19. Graphs are not optional for 5 and 6, by the way. Okay, just so we're clear on that. Graphs are only optional for 18 and 19. All good? All right, you guys can get it. We got plenty of time here. Might be able to finish it.